2.5 years. You tell me one other system in the world, anywhere in the world, where people will lock up their money for 15 years. Some guy came along maybe a week or two ago. He put in $8 million, bought a billion HEX, locked it for 15 years. What do you think happens to a currency where people come along, buy a few $1 million of it, and lock it for 15 years? He can't sell. He literally cannot sell. The price goes up.
Exactly.
And from his perspective, he's doing great, because if you look at the interest that he's making, on the first day that he was staked, he made 15 grand that day. And then in HEX, if you multiplied that by 365, he's making like 4 million a year on an 8 million investment. So he's making like 50% a year interest, which is a pretty good reward. And that's just on his rewards as a staker. That doesn't include any of the appreciation. So, you know how I told you like HEX did 263x this year? And you're like, oh, fuck, that's impossible. Because in anywhere else in the world, it is impossible. In cryptocurrency, those numbers aren't that high, right? Bitcoin's at 1.6 million x. Ethereum right now, you know, if you'd bought it in 2005, I think, it was 30 cents. If you bought it in Kraken when it wicked down, 15 cents. Now it's $500. So that's like a 400x or something. That ain't bad, man. That ain't bad. So if you made 20% interest in a year, your 263x actually gets multiplied by another 1.2. So you're at like 300x basically. Where can you do that? You can't do that anywhere else. And it can't be shut down. It can't be stopped. It's immutable, including the markets. So if you want to get out of HEX and into a stable coin that's tied to the dollar, you do that totally on chain with no counterparty risk, no exchange to screw you, no exchange to make you take selfies. It's a completely amazing revolution that has never existed before. That mechanism that I'm telling you about, where you can go on chain, just you and your software, just you and your computer, just you and the code, and get out of crypto volatility and into something stable with no counterparty risk, that has only existed in volume for about 3 or 4 months now. And to tell you how big of a deal that is, this is called decentralized finance. To tell you how big of a deal that is, the biggest, most liquid market for Ethereum in the entire world is on chain now, not in some centralized exchange that destroys your privacy, holds your coins, makes you beg for your own money, gets hacked and loses millions of dollars. This year, KuCoin was hacked. I think Binance was hacked. I know they were hacked for like 40 or 50 million, but I just can't remember within the last 12 months, or maybe it was like 18 months. OKX, founder arrested. Guess what? He's got the keys to the cold wallet. No one has received any withdrawals from OKX, which has like 300,000 Bitcoin, which is like $5 billion worth. No one's gotten a withdrawal in 3 weeks, coming up on 4 weeks now. Cryptocurrency was designed to get rid of middlemen, but people keep giving their coins to middlemen because they're idiots. HEX solves that. You can get interest and gains holding your own keys, your own coins. No one can steal them from you. Well, I mean, I guess if you lost your seed words or your private keys, they could be stolen. But if you control your keys, no one can steal them from you. Like, it's you. There's no other, like, you're not giving your keys to some other guy, which happens all the time. I mean, the number of hacks that have happened while HEX has been 100% uptime is just crazy. So yeah, that decentralized finance revolution where we're replacing exchanges with code, it just became amazing now. And the most liquid market, that's $1.5 billion of Ethereum sitting in an order book that you can sell into or buy into, it's on chain now. There's no thicker order book anywhere in the world. So you get the least slippage with no counterparty risk. It's totally amazing. And in Bitcoin, you get none of that. All those features I just told you about, none of them are in Bitcoin. Absolutely none of them.